Hi. Hi. I know. Can I start my video? 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 All right, I have to go now. Bye-bye. Go to daddy. Come on. Gosh, like, I played with him for about 26 minutes after I started the video, and now I'm actually getting tired because almost every single day now I think God's been waking me up at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. and then I can't go back to sleep, so I start my day at 3 or 4 a.m. Great. And now I'm tired. So I'm sorry if this feels rushed, but I would like to go to sleep early today, and it's not going to happen because I have to upload this video, okay? I am sacrificing sleep. Okay. Let's do this. Episode 3. It's been a month and some change. So let's start with our episode 3. The power of Locs and how to intimidate without saying a word. I feel like you guys have definitely noticed a difference since your Locs were growing. I'll say in the growing stage. People are weird in the starter lock phase, and then out of nowhere everyone's like changing their demeanor around you. So that is the focus today, and how Locs can trigger admiration, fear, or jealousy, and why that is power. So stay tuned for this fun episode, okay?
Let's get started.
Gosh, my husband's cooking dinner and I'm like starving. Okay, I got this. Everything's under control. Again, today is gonna be a lovely video. I love this series that I'm doing. It really like makes you think, and I love psychology, so it's just the icing on the cake. So today we're gonna talk about 3 powerful points on how Locs can trigger admiration, fear, or jealousy, and why that makes them a form of power. So first of all, power to you for even choosing Locs, and I bet you just didn't know that you had a power with it, right? I didn't, and I now realize it. Actually, no, I've been new a long time ago, but I now realize how much people don't know that their Locs are powerful, and it's them as an individual choosing Locs. It's not the hair, okay? So the first thing we're going to work on is that admiration. So Locs symbolize strength, culture, and identity, right? Now, remember, Locs are often seen as a symbol of patience, dedication, and deep cultural pride, right? So think of, well, the first thing we're going to dig, well, okay, I got to make this quick, but think of the patience we have to actually, have them grow. Think of the patience we are with people who are literally talking crazy to us about our Locs. Think about the patience we have to endure where it's not acceptable as a job or anything else like that, But think about the dedication that grows from the patience, right? Off to a terrible start. It's only the first point. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I gotta sit up. Okay, I'm getting tired. Okay, I got this. Okay, so people admire Loc wearers for our bold expression of identity, especially when we embrace a style that is misrepresented by mainstream beauty standards, That admiration turns into power because Locs command attention without speaking and representing a quiet strength and ancestral roots, okay? So definitely, I agree with that. I mean, how do you feel about that, the admiration? I was about to say, AKA hating. People are hating. Ooh. Oh my God. gosh. Okay, I got this. So the second point is fear. You know, Locs challenge Eurocentric norms and signal rebellion to them. Honestly, I would say, you know, when we definitely protest a lot back in the day, but I don't think that happens nowadays. The only thing I saw was like on Instagram, there was like, it was like black men with locks. Like they have like a whole community. Of course it's down south or something, but they look powerful and rich and all that. So, okay. So, I mean, honestly, when you form a group like that together of strong black men, yeah, it can feel intimidating to the other people. We won't name them. But Locs can intimidate because they reject conformity. And systems of like corporate, political, educational Locs are wrongly perceived as unprofessional and threatening, which is crazy. Okay, that's crazy. The fear is power. It shows that your hair alone can disrupt comfort zones. What is that? Provoke thought and demand change without lifting a finger. Isn't that great? I definitely have that. I haven't went through that yet because I'm an entrepreneur. So, you know, you set your own standards in your business. So I haven't went through the fact of someone was like, oh, cut your hair for anything. So, yeah, even when I have it like crazy and messy, I haven't went through that yet. But of course, I'm pretty sure that they do that to certain people. Okay. Another video. This one's my favorite one. Okay. Jealousy. One of the 7 sins, you know? So jealousy and Locs represent freedom and confidence, which is sad. Like, why wouldn't you want me to have this type of feeling about my hair? Like, people are weird, okay? So jealousy arises when others see locked people and walking in their truth unapologetically. Locs are low maintenance yet high impact, and they're naturally they turn heads, right? Definitely, especially when you're trying to just, you know, people are intrigued whenever I do my hairstyles. They're like, oh my god, what do you do? Oh my gosh, that's amazing, that's great, how do you do it? How do you do these braids? I don't even tell them they're Locs. I'd be like, yeah, these dreads are, you know, so we can keep it in the family, you know? The freedom to show up confidently in your natural self, especially when others feel boxed in by beauty trends, and it creates envy. That jealousy reveals how powerful authenticity really is, right? I think I remember telling y'all that I had some family members comment about my hair when I first locked it. Actually, when I first went natural, and then I put back my weave because I was self-conscious and I also missed it. But, you know, when they did Locs, you know, I told you that they thought I smoked weed, and, you know, they just had so much other things to say. And I don't think I got the lazy thing yet. I got the more like, when are you gonna do your hair? And I'm like, it's done. But the fact that the most you could say to someone else's hairstyle is, oh, it's pretty. But when it comes to Locs, people have questions all the time. How long you started? What do they do? How long? Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, just get your hair done. Come to a Loctician. You know, honestly, you know, it's totally normal. I think I'm complaining right now, but it's definitely, there's more to Locs if you really think about it. And the fact that people actually, like, I was prepared for this question today when I had a wedding, and we were talking about hair washing, and I was like, oh, I just finally washed my hair. I was prepared for these people. They were cool people, actually, so let's just cut that out. They were cool people, but I was prepared for when I said, oh yeah, I finally washed my hair. And how long it's been? That's what they asked. And I was like, oh, it's like been like 3 weeks. They're like, that's good. You washed your hair. And I didn't take offense, because now that I said, I'm like, but they're like, oh, it's been like 2 weeks, or I try to wash it every day. That's their norm of washing hair. So I was prepared to answer that question of, oh, how do you wash your hair? Because I had it before. It just, I'm not saying I'm on edge, but I'm always in these other spaces where I'm near non-Loc people. Now, the other thing is that I'm not gonna just tell people they're jealous people, you know, over Locs, because, you know, people aren't. They're just really curious. There we go. But when they said, you know, it creates a jealousy and envy, I definitely believe that, because in my opinion, just my opinion, the fact that I can, you know, show my naps and all that, and show my natural hair with my locks compared to always flat ironing it, even if it's curly, you know, you can see my scalp and everything. And this goes for the weave girls, where some of them will have backhanded comments like, well, I'll never do that, or something like that. And it's just like, well, no one asked you to. There's also another one where they would say, I just want it for the length or something like that, you know, that it's not even a jealousy thing. It's more on a, how do I put it? I feel bad that they can't have that type of freedom where they're limited to whatever they buy, in a way. I hope that one day they see their natural hair and just actually just work with it. I know we all know what my hair is doing, so I'm out of the question. But I really hope that one day other people, you know, just don't have anything to say about other people's heads, you know? So one of the other things that I wanted to point out was the fact that there's a status perception with non-Loc people when it comes to locks. You know, if you notice, actually, let me make the point. There's a lady, her name's Ashley. She does a lot of advice for young women to attract a wealthy man or something like that, or relationship advice or glow up advice, which is great, you know, good for her. But one thing she said to this one girl, and, you know, to each his own, not saying anything, but, you know, the girl wants a high value man, blah, 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 you know, all that. And she's like, you know, one thing you have to do is get rid of your locks because they don't want that. And I was like, first of all, I mean, I understand the whole dynamic on whoever's attracted to what, but it comes to a point where, do you need to change who you are just to attract someone else? You know, there's people out there for everyone. And of course someone's going to say, well, you're married and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I totally understand. And I'm a really weird person. There's someone out there for everyone, and someone's going to love your locks. Like, I locked the door. You hear them jingling? So, okay, someone's gonna love your locks, and they will have money too. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of men do not like weave. Just saying. The locks come out of your head. They don't like eyelashes. And yada yada. But I think you would attract a person for you, you know. And if you do want to change and, you know, cut your locks off and, you know, do a style, and that works for you, that's totally fine too. I definitely think that would be a really good video to make. I'll make it after this series. Let me add it to my long list of everything, okay? So honestly, the last thing is an energy projection. I don't know. I feel like there's more of a peaceful vibe when it comes to locks, you know. I haven't seen anything crazy with anyone who has locks. Even my clients, they're all chilled. And then whenever you see like videos online on like the worst haircut or worst thing, like there's so much easiness when it comes to locks. And sometimes it could be spiritual for some people. They can be more in ground with nature. More for me, it definitely made me more, I'm not going to say spiritual, but I grew up in a church, so it made me more closer to God. And I think it just, at the time, you know, I was always focused on laying my hair, you know, buying my hair, getting money for my hair, looking good. Like, and now I'm just like, you just put on lashes, eyebrows, and earrings and go. That's how easy it is. And I would say some people, they're more, I don't even know if they are, I'm just making points, but maybe ancestral. They're more in tune with their ancestors' roots. Maybe it's on a more spiritual thing for them. And I think that's about it. It just brings peace. We'll be ending this series. It was great talk. Definitely just think about everything you had with your locks, you know, the feelings towards it, the emotions, like think about all that when it came to your lock journey and how you felt, what you went through. Tell me a lock story, like what happened when it was like 6 months. What did you do? You know, our locks carry a journey, a story. And definitely tell me how you feel. Have you convinced anybody? Do you see the social norms that you know, really discriminate against locks in person? Like I said, I haven't had too many, and I think it's specifically because I be cutting people in like right away, like, oh yeah, you thought. But I like, even for people, like when I told y'all, like even when they reach out, I'm like whoosh. I told you about the scissor incident when I was cutting something, and this lady really reached down to touch my hair, and I almost cut her because no. But you know, this was a great fun series, and I want to get back to the lock talks, like just like how I just said. Maybe I'll do that relationship one. And yeah, I just want to y'all to let me know how y'all lock journey has been. This was a great series. I enjoyed it. Makes you really think, you know. So that is it. Let me know what you think of this video. Any other pointers that maybe I could have talked about, honestly. But definitely this was a fun series. I enjoyed it. So if you do follow me, definitely follow me, hit the subscribe button. But we'll be doing my photo shoot in Atlanta next, and just my the vlog of the day, because I like doing vlogs. Actually, they're really fun. And then I think I have like a list of videos, but I'll let you know the next video, the date it will come up, because I'm going to start making them before I say, oh, I'm gonna do it on this date. What the hell? This sewing room, man. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think. Any other concerns, even if you have a lock question for your own hair, let me know. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Good night.